What is Ash's mother's name?
Wow.
Serena Ketchum, Delia Ketchum, Lilie Ketchum, or Lisa Ketchum?
Like release them and catch them.
Stand versus the internet.
Welcome to Stamp vs. the Internet!
Hey!
Live! We're live, boys.
We're live?
Yeah, we're
No more
live.
dead boys. We're live boys.
Yes, welcome to Stamp vs. Internet. This is a game show, and it's all about Pokemon. How do you guys feel about your Pokemon knowledge?
I don't even know what that is, Sarah, but Pokémon I really like.
I feel okay. I think I've played all of the generations, but I'm not always very good with names.
Did you guys like watch the anime as equal
did as
I
well.
watched
as playing the
Indigo
game?
League. I didn't watch
Yeah.
anything beyond that.
I did everything I could like consume Pokemon-wise. I missed out on a couple generations that Shane has played, but I'm really good with remembering names of stuff. So I feel like together we'll be a good dream team.
Yeah.
Where like even if I don't know something, I'm like, what's the one that they're talking about that looks like a flipping ice cream cone? You'll be like,
Right.
oh yeah, you know.
But I do know some of our editors came up with the questions, and they don't mess around.
No.
That's true. They don't play about.
Yes,
No.
there were some questions I had to cut because I think they were way too hard.
Really?
Yeah, Rock
give me
was
an
literally
Rock
like,
doesn't mess around.
Yeah, Rock was like, there's a Pokemon Stand By Me reference. What is that?
Oh.
Oh, it's when you're on the train
Nope,
tracks and
that's
they're like,
wrong.
you want to see a dead body?
Name your favorite Pokemon on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Chansey.
Oh, probably far-fetched.
You failed. All right.
What?
So let me explain today's rule. We are doing a live version of Stan versus the Internet. So we have our 2 Stan boys here, Shane and Damien, and then we have the Internet, which is the Twitch chat right here. We got an Ash Ketchum Twitch wizard here.
That's horrible.
And whenever I ask a question, there's gonna be 4 multiple choice questions. The chat here will have 2 minutes to answer the questions. Ideally, gang at home, I would like you to not cheat and not Google. Ideally.
They're gonna Google it.
It's the honor system.
They Googled it last time. That's why they got some of them wrong.
Some of these are not Googleable. I'll just say that. Question number 1. I also have this chalkboard where we're gonna put the points.
Is this like a normal Stan versus Internet where we have time to deliberate and then block in and then the audience?
So in theory, you have 2 minutes because the chat has 2 minutes. Also, it's multiple choice, so it's a lot easier.
Oh, okay.
You got a 25% chance. Question number 1.
Oh God, I don't know this.
In the anime series, what was the first legendary Pokemon that Ash saw?
I know that.
Chat,
You're correct,
your
you're
first
correct.
option is Latias, your second option, Ho-Oh, third, Zapdos, and the 4th option is Moltres.
They're gonna know this. They're
2
gonna
minutes.
Google this one.
Oh, that's not one of the options I said.
It is.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How sure are you?
Almost 10,000%.
The chat, they're pretty confident the internet has answered Ho-Oh. What have you guys answered?
Shane, did you do the honors?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, that is correct.
Yeah, baby!
Everybody gets a point!
When I was a kid, I thought it was Moltres, but the second generation wasn't even out yet,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
how was I supposed to know?
But the thing that's digestible about it still is they follow the same format. Like, there's always going to be a normal type on the first route and then a normal type bird on the first route too. There's always going to be a ground type a little bit after
They make
that.
the same exact game every
they
other
do.
year, and they have done so for 30 years.
True.
Okay, let's move on to question 2.
Okay. I had a Red Bull,
Chat,
Sarah.
listen up. How many Pokemon leagues has Ash won? First option, 1. Second option, none. Third option,
I don't
2. Fourth option, 5. How many Pokemon leagues has Ash won? How many Pokemon leagues has Ash won? How many Pokemon leagues has Ash won?
The anime series is definitely tougher for me. Like I said, I played all the generations. I stopped watching the show back in like 99.
Yeah.
Okay, the chat has locked in. How many Pokemon leagues has Ash won? They said 1. Just 1.
Wow, just
They
one?
just said just 1. What did you guys say?
Crazy answer.
That's crazy, because I said 1 as well.
And you guys are correct!
Yeah. I believe he only recently, he's 13 years old, or 11 years old, or however old Ash is, but it took him 30 years as an 11-year-old to win. Finally.
Great.
Question number 3. Who is the leader of Team Rocket? 1, Giovanni. 2, Claudio. 3, Leonardo. Or 4, James.
Man, I thought you were going to be asking very specific stuff about specific old Pokemon. We're talking about people?
See, that's the stuff I don't know.
Oh, don't
We're
worry. I
just
got you, buddy. I got you.
warming
Yeah.
up. These are very easy ones. These are the warm-up ones.
Okay. I'm almost warm at this point. Whew! Sarah, I'm just being sassy because I've had a lot of energy drinks today and not a lot of sleep.
Overwhelmingly, who is the leader of Team Rocket? Looks like they're going with Giovanni. Who are you going with?
Giovanni!
Wow, you guys are all correct!
I remember in karate as a kid, like you'd be talking, like, have you gotten to this point yet? And none of us knew how to say this Italian name, so everyone's called it Giovanni. They're like, have you beaten Giovanni yet? No, I haven't gotten to Giovanni.
That's my life. I've seen so many words, but I've never heard them out loud.
Hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Which sounds awesome.
Apropos,
Yeah.
I said apropris. I had no clue.
Propris is also a Pokemon.
Guys, this is very superfluous, so we don't need to worry about this.
Question number 4.
Ah!
Starting with Pokemon Crystal. What is the first thing that the Pokemon games ask you? 1, what year were you born? 2, what's your favorite color? 3, what's your name? Or 4, are you a boy or a girl? I played red.
I was
Initially.
blue and gold, and I also played yellow and then crystal.
Chat is locking in. What's the first question asked in Pokemon Crystal? And it looks like everyone locked in with, are you a boy or are you a girl? What's your answer?
Ooh, boom!
Are you a boy or are you a girl? Well,
Because
you
that's
would
when
be
they-
correct.
Yes!
So Crystal version was the
Nice.
first time that you could kind of choose the gender of your player.
Yeah.
So everyone gets a point.
Yeah! Yeah, they had never had the female sprite before.
Right now we are tied 4-4. How are you guys feeling?
I'm
Do you
feeling
guys
pretty
think you
great.
can beat the chat today?
You know what's nice about this? We are facing the internet, because I know for a fact that a lot of people are Googling. And that's fine, because that's the original point of this show,
Yes.
is to see if we can beat Google. So look, I think we have a shot.
Question number 5. The Premier Ball does what? First option, nothing special. It's just the same as a regular Pokeball. 2, it can hold more than one Pokemon at once. 3, has a 100% success rate when using it to catch wild Pokemon. Or 4, increase Pokemon friendship level faster than normal.
I think my issue with Pokemon still is that some of them are just straight up people. Machoke is a dude.
It's a man. It's a man.
It's just a man.
I also don't like it when Pokemon have clothing built into their bodies.
Huh?
But don't you love seeing a little puppy with a t-shirt?
I want to put it on that puppy. If the puppy's breed has an extra layer of skin that functions as a big bright red shirt
Yeah.
jutting out of its body, I'm gonna vomit.
You're
The
gonna
Pokemon
suspend
world
your
is a
disbelief.
hell world.
It
It
is.
is for sure 100% a hellish nightmare.
All right, so the chat has answered that the Premier Ball does nothing special. Oh boy, what is your guess?
Nothing special, just looks nice.
And you would be correct.
Now, I do want to point out, we 100% chose that. They only 81% chose
That's true. Between the two of us,
Yeah,
we knew it.
the Premier Ball is just for funsie. It just looks cool. You get it after a while, and it's just cool.
Every also-
knew that one.
Hi, Jackie.
Right.
Jackie knew it. Oh, Jackie's coming. Here we go.
Kimmy.
Yeah, I knew that.
Jackie,
You guys are doing so good.
Thank you.
Whew,
Thank
I
you.
love it. And then,
Got
and
this.
how was your Pokemon knowledge?
Pikachu. Yeah.
Question number 6.
Do it.
How many generations of Pokemon have there been? How many generations of Pokemon have there been? 10, 9, 8, or 5?
Yeah.
Kimmy, you totally know this, right?
It's definitely 12.
Yeah. And Jackie?
Yeah, same.
It wasn't, yeah.
Go.
Wow.
Oh, they're
That's
like writing it out.
impressive.
Shane's writing all the generations out and counting.
This is even better than the answer. They actually wrote shit.
That's so easily Googleable.
Keeps joining too.
Everybody
Well, the chat has answered 8. What did you guys answer?
Man, we answered it!
You're celebrating like that's correct.
It is.
Oh, it's definitely right.
That's because it is.
Hey!
Everybody gets a point. We're so
That was so
Nervous.
impressive. Y'all wrote them out.
Yeah.
You guys knew
Well,
them.
Shane wrote
You
that
knew
out.
them.
Shane
Yeah,
did
what the
that.
heck?
Ooh.
There was a couple of people that answered for an option I didn't even name.
Oh, we forgot.
Oh, then that's lucky as hell. We
Yeah.
counted black and white too, but X and Y was actually, holy
I didn't
crap.
play X.
Wow, by mistake, we guessed the right answer.
All right, question number 7. Chat, listen up.
Uh-oh.
Who is the Pokemon god? Option 1, Arceus. Option 2, Empoleon. Option 3, Reshiram. And option 4, Haxorus. I apologize if I butchered any of theirs. So chat looks like they're pretty locked in. They say Arceus. What is your answer?
Arceus.
Arceus.
RC car.
You're correct!
Yay!
RC Whoa!
This is pretty neck and neck. And actually, I will say, I'm impressed. It seems like you're writing down the answer before I'm even giving the options, so I will give you kudos for that. Question number 8. In the English version, what is Ash's mother's name?
Wow.
Serena Ketchum, Delia Ketchum, Lilie Ketchum, or Lisa Ketchum?
Like release them and catch them.
Kimmy, if you had to guess, what would you say?
Is Lily?
And what would you guess, Keith?
Lisa.
Okay, and then what would you guess?
Lisa.
Okay, and then what would you guess?
Bobby Moynihan.
Yeah.
Bobby Moynihan.
All right, it looks pretty locked in. The chat went with Delia. What did you guys go with?
So we had more of an interpretation on the name Delia. We wrote it as option number 3, Lily, but it's pronounced
Delia.
So the internet is correct.
Wow!
Do you want to guess how old she was when she had Ash?
Is it going to be a not so chill number?
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
19.
42. 19. Oh.
Wow.
Cool.
19.
The hell, how'd I guess that?
Wow, you know all about her age, you don't even know her name. Wow, man, easy, whoa.
All right, so internet has taken the lead.
I don't know her name, just her age.
Question number 9. So earlier we were talking about how there have been episodes that have been banned globally.
Yeah.
Usually for flashing lights or problematic things. What Pokemon was introduced in one of those episodes that was banned globally? 1, Raichu, 2, Porygon, 3, Thundurus, or 4, Clefairy?
We got this already, Sarah. Can we get bonus points for doing that?
So chat has
I actually
2 minutes.
don't know how you knew that.
I don't know. I used to not sleep very much. I think I have really good retention for just random things that are like interesting, where like if it stimulates your brain like, oh, that's a cool fact, then for some reason that just gets locked in.
Because that's how I feel like because people ask me like every 3 weeks, they're like, did you know your name's in Jumanji? And I don't, what character in a movie do you remember their first and last name?
Ethan Hunt.
Damien Thorne
I don't know what you're saying.
in The Omen.
All right, class. Okay, so the question was, what Pokemon was introduced in an episode that was banned globally? Chat, very confident with 94% of the votes, Porygon. Damien, you answered before I even gave you the options. What did you answer?
The answer's gotta be Porygon.
Well, the answer's gotta be Porygon!
Hey!
All right, here's the last question.
Oh boy.
And the only way that you boys can win, you can't.
Is if Google shuts down?
Yeah.
for the day?
So right now, internet is ahead by 1. If they get this correct, they win. If you guys get it correct, you tie.
What happens if we win?
I'll give you guys a high five. You want that?
It's quarantine. You can't touch me. No. Can I?
Last question. What Pokemon is the disaster Pokemon? 1, Sunkern. 2, Absol. 3, Guzzlord. 4, Mega Gyarados. Gyarados.
That's that Greek sandwich.
I didn't know that at all.
No, I just see the word and I pronounce it how I want.
At all.
They always give it a weird name as like a descriptor, and it's in the Pokedex, but then they always give like a little description about it. So it'll be like, blah, blah, blah. The disaster Pokemon. Found on mountains during avalanches, blah, 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 or something like that. And then, travelers began to associate them with rock
I would
slides
never
and things
read
like
that stuff. I just wanted to get to the game.
Yeah.
All right, so chat has locked in with Absol. What is your answer?
Absol, the disaster Pokemon.
That is absolutely correct!
We did it!
We're Twitch chat won! Score is 10-9. Great job, chat. You really did Google a lot today. How do you guys feel being defeated by our Twitch chat
Congrats
today?
on knowing Ash Ketchum's mother's name.
Yeah. Yeah, congrats on writing all your Ash's mom fanfics, and that's why you all knew that. So, what a
All right,
headache.
well, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. We do a bunch of these kind of shows on here. And if you're not done watching some Smosh Games content, we got more videos here. There's one for here and one over here, and you can watch it and maybe avoid your family, maybe just space out, maybe just learn a little bit more about Pokemon. Who knows?